To the left of us, the world famous Apollo. Bilbo Jangles Robinson danced there. Miles Davis played there. Buddy Holly, Diana Ross, Michael Jackson. To the right of us here, this is the old Blaustein's department store. It says Truro College. The sign is actually historically preserved. The first African-American boycott many years ago down here. We won't buy where we don't work. Blaustein's didn't hire African-Americans years ago. They did gain entrance. This is the Teresa, Hotel Teresa to the right of us, once the tallest building in Manhattan. When Joe Louis won his heavyweight title, they had a party for him there. In 1960, when Fidel Castro came to Manhattan, he stayed there and met with a friend of his, Nikita Khrushchev. Adam Clayton Powell Jr. Boulevard we're on right now.
That's the thing came to.
Harlem now having a new renaissance. People coming up here to purchase the brownstones. Some amazing brownstones coming up on this block up here. Also, in the 1980s, there was an epidemic all over the United States. It also hit hard here in Harlem. That was called the crack epidemic. This is 122nd Street, also called Mother Hale Way. Mother Hale took it upon herself to take in young babies that were addicted to crack. The Mother Hale House coming up just at the end of these brownstones here to the right of us. You'll see a statue of Mother Hale out in front. Beautiful brownstones to the left. Some Queen Anne II brownstones coming up. This is the Mother Hale House right here to the right of you. People like Whoopi Goldberg, Donald Trump, Bill Cosby put up some money to make that monument for Mother Hale. They said she had a very special way of rocking young babies out of their pain. Some Queen Anne II brownstones to the left of us. Exquisite buildings. This is what a lot of people coming up here to Harlem to purchase. Good in some ways, not good in other ways. These used to be, you could probably get one of these for about $500,000. Now they're getting close to $2 million. They have little gardens in back, some wonderful stained glass, carved wooden doors, teakwood floors. My favorite little spot to the left here, Mike's Candyland in Newstown. There's Mike himself reading the paper. Ahead of us, St. Martin's Church, second largest bell carillon in New York that has 40 bells. And years ago, a reverend named Reverend John Johnson coined a phrase, we won't buy where we don't work, in that building. Beautiful apartments here also. McKinley and White responsible for these to the left. These all getting fixed up and coming up for sale. You may also notice the wide open spaces of Harlem. And you may notice Lenox Avenue, also called Malcolm X Boulevard. A lot of people moved to Harlem to escape the debilitating Jim Crow laws of the South, the segregation laws. So there was a lot of civil rights here in the 60s, 125th Street, Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard, and now Lenox Avenue, Malcolm X Boulevard. Two completely different styles of civil rights. Martin Luther King believed in nonviolent resistance, and Malcolm X believed in empowerment, kind of a little bit different. To the right of us, the Malcolm X, or Malcolm Shabazz, changed his name to El Hajj al-Malik al-Shabazz when he left the Nation of Islam, but there's his mosque to the right of us. Anybody want the African market, the Harlem African market up here? Anybody getting off here? Harlem African market. Nobody upstairs, anybody downstairs? To the right of us, the Malcolm Shabazz Harlem Market. If you're looking for dashiki, they have plenty of them on all the racks. So we're just getting set up for the day. Djembe drums for sale there, some things pertaining to Afro-Cuban religions. One of the newest buildings built up here in Harlem to the right of you, those are Andinka symbols on the outside from Togo and the Ivory Coast. And also if you look here to the right, you'll see some stainless steel African masks on the outside of this establishment here. We're going to start taking you downtown, down the Upper East Side of New York. Oh, what are they doing up ahead there? A little construction, very unusual. These are all brand new apartments right here to the left. These just got finished. And you can see up here in Harlem, they are paying attention to try to keep these things more human, kind of like the brownstones, more kind of public housing. Again, to the left and right of us, these are the Martin Luther King Jr. Towers, the Taft buildings. And since we're about to get trapped for a second here by this big crane up ahead of us, let me take care of something very important on all of our tours. 99% of my tours information, 1% is commercial. Here comes the commercial, folks. If you enjoy the tour we're giving you, the service we're providing for you, do us a favor. Downstairs next to Gustavo is a basket. Leave us a tip in our basket. It's part of the way we make our living. We didn't set it up that way, folks. That's just the way the service industry of New York works. And contrary to popular belief, we really do appreciate your tips. However, if you hate this tour, you hate me, you hate everything I've been saying, you hate the bus, you hate the driver, you hate the way he's been driving, you hate absolutely everything about New York, leave us a tip downstairs in our basket. Coming up to the right of us, the statue in honor of the Duke. Take the A train. Duke Ellington, right here to the right, standing next to his piano. The 9 sophisticated ladies underneath him. His muses holding them up. Years ago, one of our councilwomen, Ruth Messenger, wanted to have those ladies removed. Thought it was sexist for women to be holding up a man. I think that's kind of nice. They used to just have a different kind of dress code years ago, I guess. This is Beer Pond. This is the most rural area of Central Park to the right of us right here. This is pretty much not too much was done to this area. Almost immediately, though, it changes. We get to the conservatory gardens of Central Park. Those are perfectly manicured and maintained gardens. And in the summertime out here, pretty soon the park rangers, I guess, of Central Park teach young kids how to fish here. They come out here and do fishing. All the fish, of course, on the time clock, so after a certain hour they punch out here, they work for the park. But if you catch a fish here, you do have to make sure that you put them back. You can't take them home. We're going to head up the block. Our next stop coming up is for the Conservatory Gardens of Central Park, also for El Museo del Barrio and the Museum of the City of New York. Anybody interested in getting off here? No one here? Okay. Oh, look at that. The trees are blossoming here in our Conservatory Gardens. Look to the right. It's going to be very, very beautiful. Also, this entrance here to the right of you is a gate from the former Vanderbilt Mansion. Very popular place for weddings in here to the right. There's a big fountain that gets turned on in the summer, and all the brides line up there to have their wedding photographs taken. El Museo del Barrio to the left of us, Museum of the City of New York, right here to the left. Anybody getting off? Anybody interested in any of this? Nobody? Nobody getting off here, Gustavo. To the right of us, Dr. Marion Sims, one of the first doctor philanthropists in New York, started the Women's Hospital down on Lexington Avenue. And this is the Academy of Medicine here to the left of us. Not most well known for its medical books, most well known for its cookbook. They have a recipe for wild boar in there that can only be matched in a cookbook in the Vatican. Mount Sinai Hospital to the left of us here. This is a private Jewish institution, one of the best research hospitals in New York. After 9/11 happened, those people getting sick were now being brought here.